Oh my gosh. All right. This one is for the authors. If you are an author, why is my 10-year-old daughter getting more publicity with her book than your book is doing for you? I want to help you fix that today. And that was not an egotistical comment. I had to get your attention. So, we are going to have some fun today. But first, I want to share kind of what happened. My 10-year-old comes home and out of nowhere, literally out of the blue, she's like, Mom, I want to write a book. Now, I'm an entrepreneur. I would be a hypocrite if I said to her, No, 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 you can't do that. Of course, you can do that. I have produced three number one best selling books under the Life by Design umbrella. You can find those on Amazon. They're wonderful, wonderful series. Life by Design, Volume 1 is all about how to create the life and business you've always wanted. Volume number 2 is how to find the balance and that blend between work, play, and family. Because let's face it, I help family focused entrepreneurs just like yourself build leverage so that you don't have to choose between profit and family time, right? I've been there, I've done that. It was no fun working the corporate life when you're missing what's going on in your kids' world, or, it's not fun. And then volume 3 is how to build legacy, right? And what that looks like. So they were really fun. And then I've also co-authored and written in 4, so I have 7 books now, 3, and then 4 books someone else produced, and those went to number 1. When you write a book, the whole message here is that you want to use that book. You've got a message. You wouldn't have written the book. You spent countless hours perfecting every chapter. You've poured your heart into the story that you know could change lives, right? But when it comes to getting that book into the hands of readers, that's the struggle. The sales aren't coming in, and you feel like you're working twice as hard for half the results. Obviously, you're not alone, or else I wouldn't have created today's training. I'm going to tell you there's a better way. It's no secret that selling books can be tough. Whether you're self-published, whether you're traditionally published, getting your book in front of the right people can feel like an uphill battle. I'm not going to bash social, but we know that there are just constantly shifting algorithms. Ads are expensive. So if you don't have a return on investment for your ads, you might as well just flush the money. And you're doing all the things you've been told to do, but nothing seems to stick. And that's where today's training comes in. So my question for you, what if Pinterest could be your secret weapon for your book? Oh my gosh, what? Listen, Pinterest is not just a place for people to pin cute DIY ideas and recipes. It is legit a visual search engine where readers go to discover books, inspiration, new authors. It's designed for long-term traffic and visibility. So it is perfect for authors who are wanting more of like an evergreen automated solution. But here's the kicker. You've got to know how to use it right, obviously. So my daughter wrote this book. It's called The Time Traveler's Adventure. She came home from school and she's like, I want to write a book. And my husband and I said, okay, I've participated, written, co-authored, produced, whatever, 7 books. All 7 went number 1 bestseller. And so we wanted to have some fun with Adriana's book. That's a fun fantasy book. Right now, she's up for 2 awards on this book. It's insane to see, what God is doing and how he's working through her and through us and through this book. So what happened, and I want to share this with you, because if my daughter is getting more publicity than you at the age of 10, you've got to be in today's training. You've got to be in today's training. It's at 1 p.m. Eastern, and it's all about how to drive book sales using Pinterest. So she wrote the book herself. There's no AI involved. She wrote the book using her own imagination. I edited the book. handed the book off to our publisher, Lil Barkowski. You're actually going to hear from Lil next week on our Life by Design podcast. Lil is a hybrid publisher. So we do a lot of the work. She takes it, she does the rest of the work. And so she got this book done. We approved it, goes on to Amazon. Now, my daughter's at school this day, and I wrote an email to my list and I said, wouldn't it be fun if her book became a bestseller by the time she got home from school? I wasn't putting effort in. I mean, I was serious, but I think I was only half serious. My daughter comes running in the door at 3:03, and I was like, hey, let's check your book. Let's see how it's doing. So we open Amazon, and my husband's in the other room. He just hears the two girls screaming, and he's like, what's going on? Sure enough, her book hit #1 on Amazon in the children's time travel category. And it also hit bestseller in 2 different categories. It was, I want to say, an accident, but with God, there's no accident, there's no coincidence, there's no irony, right? But here's what happened next. Our friend Dawson from WDEB radio here in Jamestown, he contacted us and he said, I've got to do an interview with Adriana. So we bring her into the studio. Dawson does a live on-air radio interview with Adriana, and he also live streams it to Facebook. There was thousands of views on this live stream. And you might be thinking, what does this have to do with Pinterest? We're going to talk about that at 1:00 today, 1:00 Eastern. So I wanted to share this story because it's so inspiring to see what a 10-year-old is doing and how we can help you get the publicity that your book deserves. All right. True enough. So now through the live stream, the community finds out about it. Her school finds out about it. And I love our community. I love, love, love our village. You know, I always say it takes a village. It really does, whether it's business, whether it's raising a child. And we are surrounded by absolute amazing humans who pour into our children and each other. But that's a different story for a different day. So Adriana's teacher, Miss Amy, says, hey, it's Reading Across America Week. I'd love for you to take this book right here, The Time Traveler's Adventure, come into my classroom, read a little bit of it. So Adriana got to, 1, read a chapter of her book to what she calls the littles, the younger kids. And then she autographs the book. They take pictures, they put it up on the school's Facebook page, and the little kids are now so inspired. I will tell you, there's a boy in Adriana's classroom right now writing his own book because he was inspired by Adriana. You never know who's watching. You really don't. So she did that. And then the vice principal calls us and says, hey, do you think you could have Adriana at the school board meeting? Because they want to recognize her. So we brought her. They called her out in front of the school board. She got to tell about her book. She got to talk about it at the podium. Of course, boom, she's on the front page of the paper. And so now this girl is actually, let me get one. I brought one over for you to see. The whole point is when you write a book, it is to get into the hands of the readers, right? It's to get you booked on more stages. It's to get you booked on more podcasts. And if you're in the training today, this one here, at 1:00 Eastern, I am going to have a speaking opportunity for all the authors, but you got to be there live. So we go to the school board meeting. She gets on the newspaper, then another podcast reach out. It's called First. My friend Laura Ribbons and her podcast partner interview Adriana on a podcast. Now she's just submitted her second book to me. So we are in the editing process of that right now. My whole method here is your book contains messages that can help people. How can Pinterest drive traffic to that book? or to get you booked as a speaker. So today at 1 o'clock, I'm going to tell you right now, this is not just another generic social media webinar. This is, you can come in, it's okay. Yeah, I'm live streaming, but sure.
I just found your live stream right here.
Mama is on YouTube. She come in to tell me you want to say hi? We're talking about your book.
Yeah, when you watch
The Time Traveler's Adventure.
the watches.
I see.
Yeah.
Thank you, honey. So my point is, this is not just another generic social media webinar, like I was saying. Your book can, with Pinterest help, I have a strategy that's going to put your book in front of readers. It's going to drive traffic. It's going to increase your sales. And I'm going to walk you through the proven strategies that other authors, including my daughter, right? You bet we have her book on Pinterest. You bet we're driving traffic to Amazon and also to the link that I shared with you here, the Time Traveler's Adventure. Because every single person who buys a book directly from us, Adriana is signing it and we are shipping it off to you. All right, super, super cool. But also, if you're looking to get your book seen, if you're looking to build community, if you're looking to sell more copies without spending hours every single day on social media or fighting over ads, this free webinar is the place you're going to be today at 1 o'clock Eastern. So real quick, I'm going to go through what you're going to learn today. One, why Pinterest is the perfect platform for authors, how to set up Pinterest for book sales, how to design pins that sell, right? Pinterest SEO, which is search engine optimization for authors, and then how to create a sustainable evergreen strategy. And that, my friend, is how we do it. So baby girl, if you're still watching me on YouTube, I love you. I'm so proud of you. Give Adriana some love. I mean, the girl is 10 and she is crushing life. She's a basketball star. She's taking guitar lessons. She's always volunteering at church. What else you got going on? I'm sure there's more. Writing her second book. You know, we just got her report card. She's on summer vacation already. Straight A student, right? It takes a village. And it also takes a village in business. And I want to be part of your village because I know Pinterest. And so here's the link one last time. You can join me today at 1 o'clock Eastern to learn how to have Pinterest drive traffic to your books and do the thing like my 10-year-old and obviously like myself and many others. We helped my client Summer launch. She hired my team to launch her book, and we brought her to a best-selling author as well. Excuse me. I think I drank my coffee a little too fast today. So I'm out. I've got meetings today. I know you're super busy. Didn't want to keep you long, but I did want to invite you to this very, very, very impactful training specifically for authors, whether you're a co-author like I am, whether you are an author like my daughter, or whether you have produced a book. All right. So we'll see you in the training today. Let me know if you've got any questions, and we'll see you at 1 o'clock Eastern later today. Bye for now.